Many people use the internet only for entertainment, but some people are using the same internet to build careers, make money, learn skills, and completely change their lives. The difference is not the phone, it's how they use it. Today, I want to show you how you can leverage the internet and social media to create a better life for yourself, even if all you have is your phone. I've seen a lot of people change their life using the internet, and they keep saying it, and people are still finding it difficult to believe. You can actually change your life just using your phone and making good use of the internet. Someone said something. He said, do you know that the internet is actually free? Do you know that there is no time in the history of the world where you can actually be successful than now? People are getting better just by using the internet, just by using their phone. People are getting better life by using their phone. And this is something I'm going to be talking about in this video. And the truth is, it might seem difficult. A lot of people will come out and say, they cannot use their phone. They cannot stand before the camera. They are camera shy. Come on, stop that. We are no more in that generation. We are no more in that time where people will tell you that, I cannot stay in front of camera because of social media. Please, why can't you stay in front of the camera? Like, why are you camera shy? Like, what's the reason? Like, what's the purpose? What's the behind it? There is no business now that is not on social media, except if you don't want your business to scale up. Every business is on social media. A lot of businesses are on social media. And one thing is, if you put your business on social media, it helps your business to scale. It simply means that you actually want your business to be a global business. It simply means that you actually are open to a whole lot of opportunities. So first thing I would like to say is, if you're someone that you want to scale up, you want, a better plan, you have a better plan for yourself, you want a better life, first thing I'll say is that post and share value in your post. Because people are using this same internet different ways. Some people are using the internet just to, entertain themselves, have fun, and, yes, fine, yeah, it's good. That's what the internet is for. Social media is for you to have fun. But do you know that even while entertaining, people are making money? Do you know that while people are entertaining you, they are making massive money? And it's something you can as well do with just your phone. It's something that you can do with only your phone. And even if you want to be posting, one thing you should post is value. Post value. Don't just come and post. When we see content creator, people think that being a content creator is when you can actually post value with pictures. But some people think posting value is when you just go on social media and you start dancing and you start, some people, I go through, their post and I see that this person is just here dancing on trending songs, and that's not really value. That's not value. That's not value. I've seen some values that they can be very stupid, but you know that this person is putting out value. I've watched some short content, short clips on TikTok, and I'm seeing that what's this person actually posting? But in a way, it's posting value. The value might not be important to you, but that person is posting value. They're posting value. So one thing is, if you want to scale up, post value. Post something that is valuable. Post something that people can learn from. Post something that people can, get value from. Is either you're posting and they are learning from it, or you're posting and you're getting entertained. And that is what people are leveraging on. Posting to get value. Posting, to give value. If you want to get the best out of the internet, you need to give your best too. What is that thing that you know how to do? What is that thing that you have? What is that thing that you know that you have the best of this thing? If you give it, you get something in return on the internet. So the internet is not about, just come in and it's a place where you can create too. It's not just for you to come and consume, but also for you to, come and get value from and to give value to. All right. So if you want to grow online, you must become valuable. Don't just consume content. Create content that helps, teaches, inspire, and entertain others. Create content that will inspire people. Create content that will help others. Now, the way I'm creating content now, if I show somebody, another person can be inspired by it. Not content that you're just creating and there is nothing to take up from it. So create content that will inspire others. Now, secondly, is because a lot of people are looking at other creators that are already doing well, and these other creators that are doing well, they spend a lot to create the content. They spend a lot of money to create content because they've gotten to that level. So don't think that, oh, you need to spend, that's why you're not creating. No. All you just need to do is give value. But now, they started with what they have. So if you want to create value, create with that your budget, with a low budget self, with the lowest budget. Create content with the lowest budget. Ensure that if you are starting, your content is with the lowest budget. Because at that point you're not even getting anything. So why spend on it? Because you might not even get anything in return. Why spend a lot of money and at the end of the day this video won't go anywhere? So what am I saying? Start on a low budget. If it's your phone that you're going to use only your phone and create that content. I've seen some content creators, they don't have a mic like I do. And they're having more views. So what's the answer? So what's the point? Some people say, I can't create content because I don't have a mic. There's one guy, he used to create content inside his car. And most of his contents are just inside the car. And he was trying to encourage his friends that, guys, create content. And the friend was like, you are creating, it's because you're creating your content inside your car. That's why, people are watching your content. That's why people, and he says, really? It's not because I'm creating inside the car. Do you not know what the guy did? The guy started creating content by the bush, just like what I'm doing. And when he started creating the content by the bush, guess what? The content was still doing well. So it's not about your location. It's not about, where you are or something. It's about the value you want to give. It's about the value you want to give. I watch some people create content and where they're in the bush and they're, delivering value. So why am I watching them? It's because of the value I'm about to get from them. So content is about you giving value. What's the value that you want to share? What's the value that you want to give? If you are there and you're giving value, people will watch you. People will follow you. You have subscribers. People want to also give to you because it's all about give and take. If you come here, you give value, surely you get something in return. Surely you get something in return. So you need to start even with whatever location you are. You don't need a fine place. You don't need where everywhere is painted. You want to create content in a very, very serene and nice environment. In as much as that is good, but once you are starting, start wherever you are. Start on that low budget. You don't need big money to create a single content. You don't need big money to create a simple content. If it's travel content, people that are doing travel content, they started from within where they are and they started doing, okay, it might not look like travel content initially, but like I follow one guy, he started his content just within Nigeria and now he's going outside Nigeria. So start from where you are with what you have. And the next thing is, don't build on trends only. Now, some people want to create content and they always want to create content on, trends. What is trending? The latest thing that is happening. If it's not trending, they're not creating content on it. Now, one thing about creating content on trend is those contents don't last for long. So don't create content on trend. Create content that, are valuable. Create content that will last even without that trend. Let me take TikTok for example. People that create content on TikTok, they create content based on trend because you look at what's the latest song that is trending. Then they look at, oh, this song is trending. They jump on it, create. Before you know, you can have 1 million views. At the end of the day, your next video is 30-something view. So creating on trend is not advisable. Don't create on trend. Just create value. Keep creating value. Keep creating value. Create value. Create value. But once the trend come, you can jump on it. But I advise that don't be the one that jump on trend, but also be the person that creates trends. Especially if you're like, these tacticals and all of that. Be somebody that creates trend. Create trend. Not that you're jumping on every trend. If you jump on any trend, you might have the views, quite alright, but you are not giving out value through that trend. Maybe you just use somebody's song and your song, your content is booming because of the song you used. That's not a valuable content. That's not a valuable content. So don't build on trend. Trends brings attention, but values brings longevity. So you stay long if you are bringing value. Now, the next thing I want to say is you must be consistent. You must be consistent. If your content is the content that, you'll be showing forth in people's face, you must be consistent with that content. You must be consistent posting. You must show up consistently. If it's once or twice a week you must be consistent. If it's every day, you must be consistent. Somebody that posts 10 times a day, versus somebody that posts once every day. Which one is better? The person that posts once a day is better than the person that posts 10 times a day and leaves it and comes in the next 2 weeks. Try as much as you can. If it's once a day, post and be consistent with it. If it's twice a day, post and be consistent with it. If it's once in a week, post and be consistent with it. Be consistent. Consistency, there's nothing you can take away from consistency. I was saying it that I used to say that a man that is consistent, nobody can deny that man. The earth will surely give you what you want. What I mean, the world will surely give you what you want. I said the earth. But then what I'm just trying to say is that be consistent in whatever you're doing. Make sure that you are consistent. Now, next thing is learn digital skill. Learn digital skill. If you want to leverage on, the social media, you must learn a digital skill. Digital skills like video editing. In fact, I consider using AI as a digital skill. It's essentially a digital skill. Learn how to use AI. People can learn it. You can learn it. Go online. How to use AI effectively. Use AI effectively. Like, there is literally nothing you cannot get. There is literally nothing that you can't get as far as it is a digital stuff. Even not beyond digital, there is literally nothing that you can not get on using AI. You can get virtually everything. So leverage on your digital skill. Learn a digital skill. This is how you can leverage on this internet. Internet is free. All you just need to do is to improve yourself. You might just be looking at, where I am, my location, this, that. Your location does not matter. Just like the story I was sharing earlier, this guy was sharing a story the story of the guy that was was making his content in a car and was trying to encourage his friends. He started from the village, and that same village is the village where a lot of people are running away from. So the whole thing is about who you are, your mindset, what you have, what you believe in. Do you believe that this thing can work? If you actually believe that this thing can work, and that's when you need to actually put in the work. You need to put in the effort. The internet rewards people who knows how to create value digitally. So you need to create. You need to learn digital skill. Now, the next one is that use social media intentionally. Like, be intentional about it. Be intentional about the fact that, this thing I want to do is, I want to be intentional about it. Okay, I want to build myself. Be intentional. Have it at the back of your mind that, this thing, I actually want to do this. And this is what I want to do with it. This is how I want to scale with it. Set a goal for yourself. How many, content I want to post by the end of this month? How many content do I want to have on my channel by the end of this month? Set a goal. Be consistent with it. If you are consistent with it, you will get the results. Make sure that what you are sharing is value. If you share value, you will surely get a reward for that value you shared. Now, lastly is build a brand for yourself. Don't let it just be you're just posting. Like, what direction are you posting on? Like, what's your specification? What are you pointing out? What are you trying to direct people to? You have to have a brand, a particular brand, because without having a brand, without having a what I call it, a niche now, a niche, a brand for yourself, a niche that, okay, when people are tracing, let's say your niche is traveling. When people want to travel, they can think of, let's watch this guy and see if he has traveled to this place. Or let's say you do content on real estate. When people are looking for something on real estate, and they can as well think about you. So don't just be like here, there, and all over the place. So that's you creating a brand for yourself. If it's a head-on content like this, have something that you are talking about. If you are motivating people, have something that you are motivating people to do, motivating people to work on. You get? So that is how you need to create content, and this will help you to scale up your business. If you have a business, post that business, talk about that your business online. Post that business, talk about that your business online. Post it. This is how you can, change your life, scale yourself. And lastly, I'll say is you need to be patient with the process also. So one thing about social media is not a immediate thing. It's not something that you start today and you want to start reaping from it tomorrow. It's a process. And you need to follow that process. And yes, you can leverage, you must have been doing something and maybe you didn't get value, the thing wasn't profitable. That does not mean you should give up on it. you can still try another kind of niche. You can still try another kind of niche. You can still try another kind of niche. You can still try, especially when you're starting. It's a time where you can try different things, do this, try this method, try this method, try this method. And you will see every content creator you see today, they didn't start with what every successful one that you see that you know today. They didn't actually start with what they are doing now currently. They just tried. Okay, let me tweak it a bit. Let me tweak it a bit. So if you're actually starting something, try to tweak it a bit. Try to, learn from it, and you get the best of that thing that you are doing. I hope I've been able to share value. I hope you've been able to get value from this content. Please make good use of the social media. It's actually a strong tool for us right now. Like my uncle said, it's actually free. It's actually free. It's actually free. And there is no time in the history of the world where one can be wealthy, if not now. And lastly, content creation is wealth creation. If you create content, you are creating wealth for yourself. I hope you've been able to get value from this video. Kindly like, share, and drop something in the comment section. Drop anything in the comment section. Let me see that, somebody saw this video. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you at the top.